So it's been a while since I made a video about Supreme, JADEN and his edgelord heroes, but he is back, this time bringing us 2 brand new cards to play with. Well, 1 brand new card and substitute toilet paper, but at least one of the cards he gave us has already proven to be good, as we've already been able to use it via his skills. This combined with the brand new support we were given from the latest box, does mean Evil Hero have received a serious upgrade. So here's the deck list. Now just before I go through the list, just a reminder that if you're enjoying any of the content you're watching or find any of it useful, to please leave a like on the video down below and consider subscribing to the channel whilst you're down there. I'm literally less than 800 subs away from 50k now, so I'd really appreciate the support. Especially if you've seen multiple of my videos now and still haven't subbed. Come on guys, do me a solid. Alright, so the core of the deck and how it plays really hasn't changed much since the last time I created an Evil Hero video. I still personally feel like, after trying about 3 or so of Jaden's skills, that they all feel either really weak, or just way too restricting to be playable, other than Sinister Calling, since it allows you to be able to use masked heroes as well. This skill basically lets you discard an Evil Hero to either search for one of the 2 Evil Hero fusion spells, or place a Sinister Necrom in your graveyard. Necrom is fantastic, as it can be banished to special summon an Evil Hero straight from your deck, providing fusion material and mask change targets. Speaking of mask change targets, every single monster in this deck that isn't a masked hero is mask changeable. We of course run Stratos, who as you know can search for heroes and destroy back row, and can be mask changed into Blast. We are running Malicious Edge, which does piercing damage and is your main source of fusion material, and can be mask changed into Dian. We are running the new boy Adusted Gold, who can be discarded to search for either of your 2 fusion spells or your brand new field spell, Supreme King's Castle, which basically just allows you to send Evil Hero monsters from deck or extra deck to grave to increase the attack of a Fiend monster by the level of the sent card times 200. Gold could also be used to mask change into Koga. Even the deck's 3500 attack beat stick boss monster Malicious Fiend can be mask changed into Goka. As for the 2 fusion spells, for those of you unfamiliar, they are both quite powerful. Dark Fusion acts as a standard polymerization for Fiend type monsters, only during the turn the monster is fusion summoned, it is completely immune to all targeting effects. And Dark Calling allows you to banish resources from hand or graveyard to fusion summon. Alright guys, that's going to do it for the deck list portion of the video. The rest of the video will be gameplay with commentary showcasing the combos in action. Remember, if you guys are enjoying the video or find any of the content useful, to please leave a like on the video down below and consider subscribing to the channel whilst you're down there. Enjoy the gameplay. Alright, let's get into it. So as you can see from the match history, I went 6 wins and 4 losses with the deck list, which isn't anything too impressive or anything too spectacular, but it was enough to give me a rank up. Unfortunately, I feel like Evil Hero, even though they did get some pretty nice support with Adusted Gold and the new field spell, are still going to be on the weaker side of things, especially considering their boss monster is basically just a big beat stick with no real effect. I do feel like this deck does stand a lot more of a chance when it is running the Masked Hero stuff though, as the Masked Hero stuff is really fucking good. So, let's get into the gameplay. Alright, so today there are 5 replays to show. 2 of them are not all that great, but they were just there because they showed some cool little combos. But the other 3 are pretty good. Alright, so first opponent was a Water Xyz or Shark player or whatever you want to call it. And this guy could have been really annoying because I'm pretty sure he used Necro Valley, which is pretty nasty for this deck. Got a pretty decent starting hand though. Because one of the main issues with this deck is that trying to summon your boss monster using the non-targeting fusion spell can be really difficult, because you have to get 2 copies of this card to do it, or one of your fusion monsters already in the grave already, one of your fusion boss monsters. In this case, we just use Stratos to search for Adusted Gold. Adusted Gold can then discard to search for the fusion spell, and now we can make an untargetable 3500 attack beat stick. Still got a pretty dope animation. Activates Abyss Dweller, trying to target our Stratos. Of course, we've got Mask Change in hand, so we're just going to swap it over. Bring out Blast, gets to reduce the attack, do some damage, get Book of Moon, but at this point, he's got nothing. We've even got a Treacherous set, so even if he did have something, he'd just get Treacherous. Alright, next gameplay. So I believe this one and the next one were the two that are kinda not very exciting replays, but just showed the deck doing a pretty cool combo, so I decided to keep them in anyway. Like, I'm pretty sure this guy's play was he just set and passed, but I just wanted to show this one anyway because it showed me doing a really, really powerful board turn 1. Yeah, she just set and passed, but this showed me doing a really awesome board, so I wanted to keep it anyway. So we had the two guys, discard, add Necrom, Necrom then special summons the third Malicious Edge. This means we can use our Dark Calling in hand to summon one of our boss monsters. Looking dope as ever. Oh no. Then we could swing in with a piercing attack monster. We had Treacherous set, and we had Mask Change in hand, so we can go into Dian, or we can even go into, oh my god, I forgot his name. Whatever the one Stratos goes into. Absolutely nasty board. Alright, this was versus a Harpy player. And could have been a good replay, only the Harpy player, I'm pretty sure, just kind of summoned their Slash, but didn't draw into any back row, so Harpies without any back row isn't all that great. And this deck is really hard to play against if you don't draw a good starting hand, where you have the fusion spell that stops you being targeted. Which is a massive counter to Harpies, only you don't really draw it that often in this deck, sadly. He didn't get that bad of an opening hand, he just got unlucky, I think. So make sure to put the Supreme King's castle down first, so our opponent can't use his Harpy to remove our stuff when we try to activate it. Instead of calling, banish Necrom, special summon Malicious, swing in with Malicious, use the field spell to buff the attack by 1600 by banishing Fiend. And then we can use Mask Change to finish him off. Alright. Back onto the more spicier replays now. This poor guy on his rank up game too. Alright, so he's got the similar setup to the other guy, except no Necro Valley. Necrom gonna be summoning Edge. Setting, giving us the field spell. Now keep in mind, this guy cannot actually attack unless you already have an... Is it a... Wasn't it a fusion monster on board or an evil hero monster? Cannot attack unless you control a fusion monster. So this guy was a bit of a bait right now. He's just going to be a Mask Change target at best. Unless, of course, he uses infantry to try to target this guy, which then we can swap him out. And now both monsters can attack. Unless he Book of Moons us. And now, here comes the showing of, after the Treacherous. A great show of illiteracy. Our opponent swinging into a 3000 defense monster. And he should use our field spell to beat over it, and he's dead. Alright, final replay. Yeah, I have very mixed emotions about this deck. I feel like it's super weak against meta stuff, but against rogue stuff, it's quite decent. It does have like a chance against meta stuff, like as you can see, it does beat them occasionally. It's just, I really wish this deck had like a boss monster that had an effect. It's kind of annoying that you have to run things like Mask Change to make the deck playable. Alright, can we slay Malicious Edge once again? Yeah, the double Mask Change to protect it, so when he tries to target it with things like Karma Card, we just swap it over. Summons Ancients, and then summons White because he's scared of my back row, banishes it. Dark Calling is going to negate the Dark Calling, but we have Adusted Gold in hand, so we can just search for another one. Come and cuts the Dian. But at this point, it really doesn't matter. We summon our Fiend. Fuck, that animation's cool. Yeah, no cards in hand, he is doomed. Alright, and that'll be it for the replays today. If you guys enjoyed them, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. Then I'll thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you later.
Hey, big brother, can I watch SpongeBob?
Shut up, Mokuba. I'm busy flagging YouTube videos to compensate for the fact that I have an extremely small penis.
Oh.